welcome to L2N11. L2N11. That is actually what using ratios, direct proportion, and inverse proportion. Using ratios, direct proportions, and actually what inverse proportion. So the class is going to be in 3 parts. I hope that we have enough time to cover everything. The first part is going to be ratio. Second part is going to be direct proportion. And the third part is going to be the inverse proportion. So when you say ratio, we'll talk about sharing. So for example now, if David and Paul, they gave them money to share in a particular ratio. So how will it happen? So for example, now you say A and B share 20 pounds in ratio 2:3. You see? So you want to know how much will A get? So when you see things like this, A and B share 20 pounds in ratio 2:3. You know, that means that you wrote A first, yeah. So A is going to be the 2 and B is going to be the 3. The way they write it is A and B. So A is going to be 2, B is going to be 3. So it's going to be respectively. So if it's BA2, you know, just know that the first number, the first name they wrote is going to be what? It's going to be the first ratio. The second name, it's going to be the second ratio. That is it. So for example now, so the first thing you have to do is this. You will add the ratios together. Add the ratios together. So that means that you add the ratios together. That means that you do what? 2 plus 3. So that gives you 5. Then that's the first step you do. Then the second one is this. The second one is that the second one is this. The second one is you divide the amount by the sum of the ratio. Can you see? Divide the amount by the sum of the ratio. Divide the amount by the sum of the ratio. So the amount is 20 pounds. Divide by what? By sum of the ratio. That gives you what? 20 divided by 5. That gives you 4. Can you see? The sum of the ratio is what? 2 plus 3. That gives you 5. Then you divide what? 20 divided by 5. That gives you what? That gives you 4. So that means that 4 is the multiplier. You now use 4 because the ratio is what? 2:3. You now use the 4, the answer you get, to multiply each ratio. So 4 times 2 gives you 8. 4 times 3 gives you 12. That means that A will get 12, A will get 8, B will get 12. That is it. So you can, I won't ask you to write it down, but I will just ask you to take note of actually what we did. So you can see, so don't forget the first step. The first step is what? You add the ratios together, 2 plus 3, that gives you what? 5. Divide the amount by the ratio, 20 divided by 5, that gives you 4. Now use that 4 to multiply the ratios back. So that's what you have to do. So, and I'm going to give you a different example. So let me just put, yeah. So, yeah, so A received 8. So B received 12. Yeah, thank you. A received 8. B received 12. So look at this one now. Paul and David. Paul and David share. Let me rub that one off. Paul and David share share 40 pounds in ratio 3-5. Can you see? Paul and David share what? 40 pounds in ratio 3 to what? 3-5. That means that Paul will be ratio 3, David will be ratio 5. So how much does David get? How much does David actually get? So now the same thing too. Can you see the first step? You add the ratios together. 3 plus 5, that gives you 8. Divide the amount by the sum of the ratios. So it gives you what? 40 divided by 8. That gives you what? 5. Then you now use the 5 to multiply the ratios. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 5 is 25. So that means that that means that Paul will get 15 pounds, while David will get 25 pounds. That's it. So Paul will get 15 pounds. David will get 25 pounds. Can you see? Just follow the step. So now I'm going to actually ask you to have a go. Those that cannot talk, just don't worry. You can send the answers in the chat. And that is fine. You can just answer in the chat if it's comfortable. So just say the Ahmed and Jill share. Ahmed and Jill Ahmed and Jill share 35 pounds. The ratio 3-4. How much did Ahmed get? So I'm going to pause it, then you can tell me so can you see the first thing? The steps are there. So you have the ratios together. That gives you 3 plus 4. That gives you 7. Then 35. The sum is 35 divided by 7. That gives you 5. 5 times 3 is 15. Yield is 20. Can you see? So that means that Ahmed will get what? 15 pounds. Thank you. So can you see? Because this is Ahmed, and I can see the answers flowing in from different directions. So I'm happy that you guys actually understand this now. So we're gonna move on. I told you it's in 3 parts, and I'm happy with the first step. So the recording is gonna be available. You can still, recording is gonna be available. You can still actually go and listen to the recording again. The questions you can pause it, work it out, then play it to check maybe you actually you got it right. So, but I'm happy with the response. So we only have like 15 minutes to the end of the class. So I want to make sure that I make the best use of that 15 minutes. So the next one is direct proportion. So direct proportion is this, So for example, now I'm going to give you a real life example in direct proportion. In direct proportion, if during summer, the sales of ice cream will increase. because of what? Of increase in temperature. What's normally increase with each other is called what? Direct proportion. So what normally increases with other is called what? Direct proportion. For example, now if you say that one pen costs £2. How much is 10 pence? Can you see? One pen costs what? £2. How much is 10? So it's going to give me what? 10 is going to be what? 2 times £2 times 10. Can you see? That gives you what? £20. Can you see? So if one pen is £2, 10 pence is going to be what? £20. So can you see? The pen is increasing from 1 to 10. The money is also what? Increasing at the same rate. So this one should be, shouldn't be a problem for you. So another example is that, if you say that maybe probably a bottle of water, costs 70p. So how much is 7 bottles? So it's going to be what? 7 times 70. So that gives you what? 490p. So that goes what? £4.90. So can you see? So the pen increased from 1. So the bottle of water increased from 7. The body increased from 70p. The what? So £4.90. So I'm going to ask you to have a go. This one is very easy. Before we do the final one, the final one might be slightly more challenging than this. So I'm going to give you. So let's have a go on this. So let's do it now. So different pen. So this is ATP, and this so it's going to be what? 5 times ATP. That gives you 400p. That will give you £4. So one clip costs this. This one, what about 20 clips? Go over 20 times 20. That gives you 400 again. That gives you £4. The last one is 2 pence cost this. Cost for 20 pence. So it's go over 2 cost 60. 20 will cost what? Times 10 times 10, 600. Let's go give us £6. So that's it. So the last one, another way of doing it is this. So if you know that 2 pence cost 60p, 2 pence cost 60p, you could find the cost of one. So if you find the cost of one is going to be one will cost what? Will cost 30p. Will cost 30p. So you can only find for 20. 20 times 30 gives you 60, 600. So that is actually how it works. So the final one is this. That is called inverse proportion. That one we have to spend like a few minutes on that one. The inverse proportion. So when you say inverse proportion, let me explain to you now. So for example, now, if A and B, they claim something for 2 hours. So how long will it take only A to clean it? So A and B clean something for 2 hours. How long will it take only A to clean it? A and B clean something for 2 hours. How long will it take only A to clean it? Because if two of them could take 2 hours to clean it, that means that A will take 4 hours. Can you see? If A and B take 2 hours to clean it, because two of them are working, and it took them 2 solid hours to clean it. Because it took them 2 solid hours to clean it, that means that if A is going to clean it by itself, it's going to take what? More hours. That's why A will spend what? A will spend 4 hours. So now, let me just give you another one to see maybe you can see what's trying. So if you say that 4 students clean their room for 5 hours, how long will it take 10 students to clean the room? If 4 students clean their room for 5 hours, how long will it take 10 students to clean the room? So if 4 students so the first step is this: find how many hours it will take only one person to clean it. So, and just do what? 4 times 5. That gives you 20 hours. So if 4 person cleans for 5 hours, only one will clean for 20 hours. So 10 students will clean it for, just divide what? 20 divided by 10. That gives you for 2 hours. That's it. You can put that one down. So, and you have to rush it now. So, can you see? If one person takes 20 hours, only 10 will just do what? Because they're going to share 20 hours between themselves. So that gives you what? 20 divided by 10. That gives you 2. 20 divided by 10, it gives you 2. So I think so that is that. Guys, the recording is gonna be available in the what's it called in the I'm deep will make the recording available for you to actually listen to. Apologies that the meeting code came very late because someone that was meant to schedule it did not really do it on time. It escaped his mind. That was the reason why. So we apologize for that. But the recordings is going to be available. You can listen to it over and over. Then I'm pretty sure that you're going to be more confident with it. Thank you for joining. Now we'll see you next Tuesday. Thank you.